Welcome back to our channel, and in this episode we are going to be prepping the kitchen to get it ready for the new install. We're going to be taking out this old one, removing the back window, fitting a new door. We're going to be taking down this wall. Whoosh, that's coming down. We're going to be strapping and seating the ceiling. We're going to have full rewire, all new plumbing and fittings. Let's get into it. So guys, the bulk of this video is literally the rip out and the preparation for the new kitchen. I was just going to put this at the start of the kitchen fitting video, but I thought it was important to show you guys how much prep actually goes in to getting the area ready for the new kitchen. Obviously we're going to take a bit of time in getting this right. I know a lot of companies could probably offer kitchen out and kitchen back in the same day, but not us. We like to take everything back to brick as much as possible, rebuild the walls, strap and sheet the walls, and get everything hunky-dory, tickety-boo, plumb level, etc. And at the end of the day, good preparation leads to an easier install. And as they say, piss poor preparation leads to piss poor performance. Not in here, pal! Oh, a bit crazy today. Fucking nuts, man. Okay. Whilst we were ripping out the kitchen, the plumbers Mark and Kyle were on site getting everything prepped and ready for the repipe. This included removing all the old radiators and the old boiler. Then they moved on to ripping up a few floorboards to first fix their pipes and the new location for the new radiators. And as always, Jodie was there to ask him a few questions.
Why are you putting red tape on it?
So when we put it under the floor it doesn't get shite in it.
I think it's that same.
Oh, smart. I thought it was because it was going to be the hot pipe.
No. Well, you do that to be fair, but...
Interesting.
As we moved our boiler from the upstairs down to the kitchen, we had to find a new route for the heating pipes to get back upstairs for the radiators. We came up with the idea of hiding them behind the new TV wall, which avoided any boxing in or pipe chases, a much neater finish. Poor Mark was stuck in the Harry Potter cupboard under the stairs, soldering the new gas pipe to the gas meter. Then he quickly moved on to removing the old cast iron waste pipe for the kitchen sink, as it was in the way for the brickies and they had just arrived on site. Meanwhile, me and Stephen had moved on to removing this wall in the kitchen. This formed the alcove in the living room, and to be honest was just an absolute waste of space. It wasn't load bearing, thankfully.
Can I get 2 Big Macs please, chicken select meal and chicken nuggets? Right, thank you, right next one.
Shug, he's a hatch. Nice wee hatch.
Not bad, eh?
It's a good thing, yes. Smashing.
Now that this corner wall is down, and thank God it wasn't load bearing, and we did all our research, and this is supporting the wall now, what we can do is, we've had a look and you can see this wall's already been strapped and sheeted by whoever did the kitchen the first time. We're going to take all that off and probably take it back to brick. We'll see how the wall is. We might dab sheets on, we might build it out. We're going to take it all off first and we'll have a look, we'll assess. I think we're probably going to re-strap the wall, and the reason why I'm going to do that is it means I can put in bits of timber or pads for all my wall units, thinking ahead, because obviously the kitchen's going to be in here, and as well as that we're going to put in pads and fixings spots for the boiler that's going to be in this wall, and then that should be us pretty much done with the rip out part in the kitchen, and then we can start putting it all back together. Goodbye old kitchen. Skip number 1 of this job is filled and another one is on its way. If you're doing a renovation, remember to keep on top of your waste disposal. The skips fill up fast, even if you load them correctly. So keep an eye on it and order your collection and delivery with plenty of notice. You don't want to be double handling rubbish, trust me. We better tidy this up, innit? Fucking mess I've made, man. Last part of the day, we've actually achieved so much today. Really happy that we got this wall down. It was a bit of a messy job. One of the things it's done, we've had a big massive clean up and got all of our stuff organised. I'm going to rebuild the wall. I was just going to build a new partition wall in front of it. It's just so much easier. I hate strapping and sheeting walls. I hate using repackers and bringing it in and out. For all the space that I would lose, I'm going to lose maybe like 30 mil. So I'd rather just build a new wall at a 3x2, get it up, and then we can put all of our pads in for the base units, the wall units, and the boiler, so there's going to be plenty of fixing points and it's going to just help everybody down the line. So, aye, I'm going to get into it. I'm using my M12 laser. I've used this in a few videos before and I really like using this laser, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put a laser line on the top and on the ceiling, and then we'll just plumb the wall down and make sure that it's plumb, and we'll use the digital level in order to do that, and it'll be super easy. Famous last words.
Oh my goodness. What a treat. Oh, you idiot.
Good morning, it is all systems go here at our house today. We have the builders in, we've got the plumbers in, we've got me and Stephen in. Me and Stephen are going to be focusing on the dwangs, sheeting some of the walls and starting the TV wall, and we're going to stay at the builders' way. The plumbers are going to be upstairs and possibly in the kitchen, and the builders are going to be around the back cutting open the back door, and hopefully we can get the back door and window into the big to-do list. Let's get in about it. Right now I'm just marking out where the door's going for the builders, so I found the centre of the room and then the door's 900, so instead of going 450 I added 10mm each side and I gave it 460 from the centre, which gives me a size of 920, and that's the size of the door. So I just need to go speak to Sean how he wants me to get the lines outside. I think I'm going to drill a hole through. You fucking idiot, Chris.
What?
I jumped through the concrete sill. So now I've got my hole coming through the gaff. I'm basically just going to transfer that line, so that's the mark there, and then I'll just double check the size to the other hole. But look at this in a shot. Could not have done that if I tried. I came right through the copper pipe and right through that. What a shot, man. Oh, bullseye. So off of that I'll go 920, because remember the door's 900, and then we're going to add 20mm on just for clearance for getting it in. So these ones here that we're putting up, these are going to catch the wall units, and it allows us to get a good fixing without having to use plasterboard fixings or toggle bolts. We can just screw right in, always thinking ahead of the next trade, and in this case we're the next trade because we're the kitchen fitters. Yeah, we're taking the window out for Sean because he shouted at me and he's a scary man, so go like that. Hurry up, hurry up! He's got to do this! We've done this before, pal. We know what's happening with this window. Sean wants the window, me and Stephen run to the window. And even Mark was going to help. Smack that out on the floor. Smack that. Oh, he's taking a piss out of you, Stephen. I'll teach you one day to mess with Sean. How you doing? Okay, so we found them in the house when we took out the kitchen window. These are the sash weights that we spoke about in previous videos that were inside the old sash windows when this house was first built in 1930s. So these are nearly 100 years old, and these are what would operate to go up and down, and would make the window go up and down like that. You'd have to replace these as part of your college assessment, and that's what these are for. And when it's down you can't get it up. Bit young for a Viagra, Bobby.
This bastard, when it's down you can't get it up, when it's up you can't get it down.
I'd have thought you were a bit young for the old Viagra, Bobby.
It's all kicking off now in the kitchen. The builders are basically in the back. The back of the house is out and open. Me and Stephen are starting to sheet some of the walls. We can't sheet them all because we're still to get a rewire, but it just means the place is starting to look a bit better if we start to get some of the sheets in the walls. And I think we're going to put the battens on the ceiling after this. Depends if we're going to be in Sean's way or not. It's all very exciting. I love this part of construction. It's all crazy and chaotic, and then gets to the finishing stage and we put Phil Collins on. This is the acoustic stuff, so it just means like if you're in the living room or the kitchen, it keeps a bit of the sound out to that wall.
Can I see?
What can I like? The can's export. The can's export.
A huge part of getting the kitchen ready for the new install was removing the old window, creating a larger opening and fitting the new back door and window. This is something many joiners out there would probably do themselves, but I like to call on Sean and his team as they do it day in day out and it frees up my time to do other joinery tasks. As you can see, Sean and his team did not remove the existing window lintel, but they still propped the house on acro props and strong boys. This supported the weight of this elevation of the house and it's just a safer approach. Once the opening was formed, they fitted the 2 new lintels, which were longer than the existing window lintel. Not without a few hiccups. It's an old house. What did you expect?
What is it?
The window there.
What, for the bathroom window?
Aye, there. So I'm not getting enough rest on there, so I'm going to have to cut this back.
Oh.
Right, you got it? I'm fine. You just get a wee pint in the middle.
Go on, Mark.
You definitely just cut it. Is that good, Taylor?
You going to the outside skin now?
There you are.
Lintels in, they bricked up either side to support the new lintels and then removed their supports, ready for me and Stephen to move in and fit the new window and door. So here's Jodie in a gaffer's seat. What are you up to today, Jodie?
I've been videoing everybody and you've stole my camera, so I'm enjoying the sun now.
Nice. We're going to go and build a TV wall very shortly. So you can see the bricklayers have been busy. They've opened up the back wall and we've put a new lintel in here, and that's going to be a new door and a new window. And you can see Mark and Kyle busy in the kitchen, so let's go and have a wee look and see what they're up to. It's all very exciting at this part of the job because it's all starting to go back together. We're completely finished the rip out. Look at what Mark's doing is he's connecting and crimping all the pipes in the corner of the kitchen, and he's taking them along to the boiler. Kyle is pouring in a new hole. In the living room, I'm going to be building the TV wall, so that's my job for today. The boiler we've got, if you're interested, it's the box is upside down, but it's a Worcester Green Star 4000. Mark's assured me that it's a good one. Let's go upstairs. Where the main man is, he's getting the tunes on, he's having a party. Stephen stripped all the walls in this bedroom, so that's us ready for plaster. At some point today, I'm going to repair all of this window. That's all going to get repaired and re-plasterboarded, ready for Matty to come in and plaster it. These copper pipes no longer have to go up into the loft, so they can get cut away and they can get taken to the scrapyard for Kyle's Christmas bonus. And let's go in this room. Main man Stephen, you enjoying the day, Stephen?
No.
You've got this short end of the stick, haven't you? You stripped all the wallpaper. The first room came off easy. This room, this stuff's definitely for the 90s or something, man. It's going to be well hard. So it's a very time consuming, tedious job, but it needs to be done, so shout out to the big man for doing it for us. And unfortunately, it's every single wall. But it's all in prep for the plasterer, which is coming next week, and the rewire, which is happening tomorrow. Just getting it all off today. So that's the update, everybody. Very busy, and I'll see you soon.
Get back there, good eye.
This door's been annoying me for years. Betty, these would be beautiful if you polished them up, the old brass hinges. 2110's the height of the door for 10mm clearance, and then a metre down for that, mate.
Cool.
Mark,
Is there a laptop going straight across here?
it's right all the way along, mate, aye.
Okay.
If you could take them
What's going under there?
a cupboard.
Cupboard, right. Just because I've got the filter. I don't know if you want me to better keep the filter in the cupboard out the way.
That would be better, mate.
Aye.
Can we do that?
I've only got that space between the bottom of the boiler and the...
Nah, let's put it in the cupboard because it's much nicer, the boxing in up the top.
Sound, aye.
Soon. It's all kicking off now. We should just get the door in with the hair and the teeth and the skin on our nuts. I said that right. Let me do that again. You can see there the window's about at a level, right? Bricky's like that. Right, so we're going to get the door in just with the skin in our teeth and the hair on our nuts. We've got a ball hair cap there to get the door in, which is sound. As you can see, we've just put the window in temporary, and then what we're going to do is we're going to build up the floor a wee bit so that we can get, when we set the door in, the door's going to sit right on that laser line. That makes sense? Good, got it. Next video. As you can see, we managed to get the door and window fitted. It wasn't pretty, a few tantrums were had, hence there was no video, sorry. Right, what I'm doing this now is I'm just strapping the ceiling. Got the first one up, I'm going to put it at 400 centres, and we're going to go this way because the joists are going that way. So the big word of the day is perpendicular, what way the joists are going. And then that means we can just cut full bore because the length of this ceiling is from this wall to this wall. It's only like 2 or 3 or something, so we can just take 100mm off all the sheets and put them straight up on the ceiling. While we were busy getting the kitchen prepped for the new install, we also had home rewiring, doing the rewire. We did a whole separate video on this. If you haven't seen it, you better go and watch after this one. Well, it has officially been 7 days since we started this project and a lot has changed. We're going to start with the inside and then we'll go to the outside. So, coming through, you'll see there's a couple of floorboards up, just watch your step there. First things first, we've had the rewire complete by Home Rewire, and that was a full video in itself, and I can't thank the guys enough. They are absolutely fantastic. Come into the kitchen though, you'll see we used to have this big wall here which was just waste of space. We took all that down. Now when we took that down we realised the back wall was strapped and sheeted, so what we did there is we built a new wall. We lost about 25mm of space by the time we built it out, but it means that whole wall is perfectly straight, and because it's going to be a galley kitchen, it means that we weren't really bothered about losing any space. Only thing we're going to lose is 25mm over the walkway, which is absolutely fine because it's only an inch if you think about it. We've had a brand new boiler fitted. We've just got this on to cover it up because the plasterer's coming. We relocated that. It used to be up the stairs in the cupboard. Brought it down here and re-piped the full house. And the reason why we did that is one, because it's easier to maintain and manage and service here, and it also frees up space in that cupboard. But we'll get to that when we get upstairs. So you'll see as well we sheeted this ceiling. This ceiling used to be old Artex and it was all crumbly and everything, so we put some straps on and we sheeted it. And by the way, that is a test in itself. If you can sheet a ceiling with your wife, your partner, your girlfriend, that will really test your relationship. Me and Jodie done it, but no problems at all.
On every single one apart
Don't
from
shout
these.
me, I'm flying heater you off the ladder. It's alright, calm down. I did explain it.
Aye, and then you put X's on
He's
it.
laughing at you because you're having a
He's
tantrum.
laughing at you because you're an idiot.
I told you, X
why
marks the
did-
fucking spot.
And there's no X there.
I said, when are you doing it? And a massive structural change that we did here is this used to be quite a big window, and the old sash window and stuff was in it, so we've took all that out, we've put new concrete lintels in, we've got a lovely new back door, and we've also got a nice new window. We're missing a handle, write that down for the snag list. We wanted to keep the lintel as high as possible and keep it tight to the old ones in order to keep the existing house lintel strong and keep it as good as possible. Let's go have a wee look in the living room. Again, all new sockets, switches and lights. See, we've done a massive change here. This used to be an alcove, which was that wasted space in the kitchen, so we took all that down and we bolted that up, and that gives us a nice flush wall. This wall here, you might be asking, Chris, why have you only built that partition so small? I've done that on purpose. The reason why we've done that is because we're going to have a worktop right along the top of that, and that's going to be a feature wall. Now we've got our new lights up there, don't worry, they ones are just temporary as part of the rewire. We're going to get some nice new ones. What we've also done is moved the sockets up to here. This was all part of the rewire. And we've got our HDMI cable for the old PlayStation for the game of Fortnite, if anybody wants a game. And we blocked up the old fireplace. That used to have a gas fire in there, so that's all blocked up. We're going to get the telly up there, nice worktop. You can imagine it, you're envisioning it, you can see it, it's going to be brilliant. So you can see here as well, we were really clever in the way that we put the pipes. So they come here, and the gas meter is underneath the stairs there, and they come round, and they're basically coming from the boiler, which is in the kitchen, all the way round, and these ones here feed the radiator in the hall back into the bathroom. So we're going to get a hot mixer shower when it comes in the bathroom, as well as that we've got the gas coming back from the gas meter under the stairs and right all the way down to the boiler. The one thing I forgot to mention while we were over here, in order to get the pipes coming up the stair, we used to have boxing in the spare room, but we took that away, made that a flush wall, which you'll see when we go up there, and we took the pipes, the flow and return that feeds the radiators, the 3 radiators up the stair, that's going behind this wall, and that's the reason why we strapped and sheeted that, and that's going to solve that issue. So let's go upstairs and have a look. You'll see we've replaced this window. Now we've done it like surgeons, like ninjas. We managed to take off the facings and surrounds that we had here, and we managed to remove them and get the new window in. Now that wasn't the case in the back bedroom. Unfortunately, when you're in these old houses, sometimes things happen. So if you come round here, you'll see we had a bit of a disaster. The old sash window casement all came away when we took out the window, and that's just one of these things. So we've plasterboarded it, repaired it all, reframed it all, we've left them long, we're going to bond in, and it's going to be amazing. The plasterer's got a magic wand. You'll see we've got new sockets up here. This is all going to be drawers along here for all of our clothes and storage and stuff. So that's why these sockets are up high. And again, new switches for the rewire. This is the cupboard where the boiler used to be. Now you can see that is gone. We've still got the old flue. Again, that's going to get bricked up and repaired. Now this is excellent storage space in a property like this. It was absolutely wasted. when we had the boiler in there. So we're going to use the offcuts of up top, put the tumble dryer in there, and then we've got more storage. So in the master bedroom, not much has changed apart from we've stripped the wallpaper and we've also had the pipe brought upstairs and the rewire. Now there used to be an old alcove here which was really small, it was only about 200mm deep. So we just decided we blocked that off, resheeted it, and the reason why we did it is because right along here where the telly is, we're going to have full wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling wardrobes right along here, and that's going to be again excellent for storage. And it's going to be seamless, so it's going to look really nice here. Also, we're thinking about doing a fancy design where we have the telly in the wardrobes and just like something that can pop out. I think that'd be really cool. So if you have done something like that, let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to be inspired by you guys. Well guys, that's week 1 of our renovation complete. Next week we've got the plasters coming in to work their magic and give the place a full skim. Bond out where is necessary. But in the meantime, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so go check it out and I'll see you in the next one.